Okay guys, so today we're looking at electrolytes. What are they? Do we need them? What's going on? Can we live without them? Can we go on and have to do a keto diet and just forget about them, avoid foods? Right guys, do we need electrolytes? What are they needed for? What's the big idea? 100% they're needed. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so you found a way here because you're either starting a keto diet or a low carb diet, you're an athlete, you're someone saying, hey, electrolytes, why do we need them? Why do we specifically need them for a keto diet? What's the big deal? Why do I always hear electrolytes? No one ever tells me this is what they are. They just say, don't forget your electrolytes, drink and the water. Well, it might be because actually the people telling you, they themselves don't understand them or don't know what they are, but they hear, and that's the problem. Sometimes you hear things and for example, people say, don't have salt. Oh no, it's gonna harm you. But then they say, contrary to that, have your electrolytes. Salt is two main electrolytes in salt, and that's what makes up the whole of salt. So you have to understand exactly what's going on for your diet. Now, there's a lot of myths around electrolytes as well. So the main idea is just go by the science and you'll be great. Here we go. So anything to do with changing your electrolytes and you think it's going to be a big impact, see your GP or your family doctor. Now, this is going to be very important because they know your health conditions and they know you. So they will be able to say, yeah, that's good. And they'll probably even go with you on a keto diet and take your blood to see if this is obviously for the UK. And they'll probably take your blood and test them for you just to make sure you're healthy on the diet. So they'll probably actually do that for you as long as you make an appointment and ask them to do that. They'll do a blood test for you. So guys, the main idea is we want to understand what is it, tell me what they are, tell me why I need them, and then you understand there's no problem about electrolytes. You know to stay hydrated and you know to definitely make sure you've got plenty of electrolytes for your keto diet, for a low carb diet, as well as if you're an athlete. So guys, here we go. First one we're coming up, we're going to do it in the order of the most important pretty much to the lowest important one. So they're all massively important for your functioning and for you to be alive. So here we go. Number one, sodium. Yes, you've heard it. Sodium is, Na plus here. This is what we're looking at. Sodium is a vital metal for your body. Now, obviously, we use it in its ion state. And so what we understand is that this is going to be used in our body and most importantly for cell signaling. And so what you do is when you're a neuron, you sell things called send action potentials. These are basically your mind. So basically your brain is firing all the different pathways that are stronger and weaker, and that gives you exactly the whole amalgamation of it, you. And that is what these do. They let action potentials fire and they use that sodium for that job. And we'll get on to other electrolytes that play an important role in it as well. And so now sodium is seen as the number one most important one. There's actually no daily allowance for it because everyone's so different. If you have 6 grams, the NHS says, but they just say that's what they recommend. They used to say 3 grams and then they realized, whoa, salt is massively important. And so they were saying 3 grams. I was going, that's way too low, man. And they brought it up to 6 grams because it's vital. It does all your electrical impulses in your body. It's so important. And if you're in a desert, you die from lack of salt, not water. So here we go. Why do I need electrolytes? Sodium, why it's needed. It maintains fluid balance, supports nerve and muscle function, helps regulate blood pressure and circulation. So that's why you need sodium. And now one of the double-edged swords with it is that, yes, you don't want to go in excess or you don't want to go under. So under will kill you and over will cause, if you go under, you'll start to have severe problems. That's why your body is losing your sodium. You get keto flu. It's one of the things your body's shaking. You're going, I don't feel good. Get me some salt. Yeah. So that's pretty much what happens with keto flu. You get keto flu when you get a lack or imbalance. The double-edged sword is that if you have too much salt, that, as I said, it does fluid balances, so you can cause blood pressure issues. So you have to stick within a good amount. Usually athletes are 8 to 9. Someone for 6 grams should be pretty decent. And again, you can flavor and take supplements, and that will really help your electrolytes. So sodium, easy to get from table salt, sodium chloride, and a supplement will have sodium in it for electrolytes massively. Now, what you can see here, what happens if you don't get your sodium? You're going to get headaches, fatigue, muscle cramps, nausea, and dizziness. Stay balanced, stay hydrated. That's the exact idea. Now, moving on, that's sodium. So we know we can get that pretty much from table salt, and it will come in your electrolyte supplements a lot. Also, you can understand taking vitamin and mineral supplements, effervescent vitamin C, gummies from Keto. These usually help as well. Okay, guys, so the most franking again, number 2, which is very important, is potassium. Potassium is number 2. This one helps rebalance your electrical impulses. So it helps again to reset it after it's fired. The main idea is that you have them working in tandem, and potassium is one of the big ones after it is to rebalance your neurons. Now, it supports muscle function, helps maintain healthy heart rhythm, helps regulate fluid balance in the body, supports nerve function and energy production, works with sodium to maintain proper electrolyte balance. So there you go. They're working together. They're all trying to make you nice and fluid and function to your maximum, your optimum. Symptoms if you don't have enough potassium: muscle cramps and or weakness, fatigue, tiredness, poor digestion, bloating, constipation, irregular heartbeat or palpitations, the pumping in your heart, and brain fog or lightheadedness. These are all signs you're lacking your potassium electrolyte. So there you go. Make sure you're taking your potassium supplements. Electrolytes keep you balanced, hydrated, and performing at your best. Look at the good sage advice at the end of this, each one. So next one, we're going on to the third most important one, magnesium. Why do I need electrolytes? Magnesium, there you have it, Mg2+. Why it is needed. So, supports muscle function and relaxation, supports nerve function and mood, promotes better sleep and recovery, supports bone health and energy production. So these are all massively important for keto. If you do working out, you need to recover, you need to get back into your optimum range, you need to be able to sleep properly, because that helps not spike your cortisol. So you start to signal to stop burning fat. You have many things. Supports your mood, cortisol as well. It's going to make you sad. So you're going to have it to help regulate all these things. So the main idea is it works in tandem with sodium, and it has other functions as well. These are very important so you stay healthy. So what's the sign of low magnesium? Muscle cramps or spasms, fatigue and low energy, headaches, poor sleep, anxiety and irritability. So these are key signs to look for if you're on a keto diet. Then say, I need to take a supplement. Take your supplement. If you still have any issues, you're probably going to have to go speak to your GP or doctor. Okay. Right, guys, so moving on to number 4. Now, most keto places forget to mention these 2 important electrolytes. They mention the top 3, they don't mention these other 2. They're extremely important as well for your functioning. So here we go. Calcium, Ca2+. Now, when you look at calcium, we understand that it has a myriad of important functions. Now, those functions, what they're going to help with the body are, here we go, builds and maintains strong bones and teeth, supports muscle contraction and function, supports nerve signaling, important for blood clotting and many body processes. So we're not just looking at it's like electrolyte function as well. We're looking at the whole process of these electrolytes. Now, symptoms of low calcium. You get muscle cramps or spasms. Tingling or numbness is a sign of it. So if it's in your hand, your feet, or around your mouth, that's especially true. Weak or brittle bones, you definitely don't want that. Irregular heartbeat, and fatigue, irritability, or confusion. So be careful, guys. Any of those, supplement magnesium, still goes on, doctor immediately. Okay, guys. So electrolytes keep you strong, balanced, and performing at your best. So true. You need these. It's so strange, right? You've got all your food. You're thinking, I've got my food, blah, blah. You need all these tiny little minerals and additional things, vitamins. They're all massively important because there might be tiny quantities, but they perform massively important roles. So next one, the last one, chloride. Yes, chlorine element, chloride. This is chloride because it's got that minus on the end there, the extra electron. So Cl minus. Why is it needed? Helps maintain fluid balance. Essential for stomach acid production, for digestion, your HCl. The Cl is chlorine, which is the chloride on there, which is a negative one. So it's hydrochloric acid. So that's what you have in your stomach. That's why you need chlorine. And you have plentiful supply in salt, sodium chloride. There's the chloride. So supports nerve and muscle functions, works with sodium to maintain proper electrolyte balance. So again, chlorine actually works along sodium for balance as well in cells. So you can look into that more, or you can look at one of my videos, you'll be able to find that. So symptoms of low chloride, muscle cramps or spasms, fatigue, weakness, poor digestion, bloating or nausea, headache or lightheadedness. Okay guys, so electrolytes keep you balanced, hydrated and performing at your best. That's a thing to say again and again and again. So make sure if you have a heavy hectic activity lifestyle, take your electrolytes. If you're on keto, take your electrolytes, especially at the beginning. If you're doing exercise on keto, take all the supplements that are relevant to you, and then make sure you check every now and again if you feel any problems to your doctor. They'll be able to tell in your blood if there's anything missing, or you're using you're doing too much of something, because when you sweat you lose tons of them. And especially in keto, when you unfortunately in your urine you lose when you burn your glycogen reserves, and you get rid of when you lower your insulin right down, you get rid of your sodium in your kidneys, and the water goes out as well. So you lose tons of water, tons of electrolytes. Okay guys, so they're the 5 main important electrolytes. Take your supplements, that's going to help you. You can get them in plenty of places. If you're curious where you want to buy these supplements, look down in the description. There's a few links there where you can buy some supplements. Click on those and you'll be able to then find exactly what you need for supplements for your electrolytes. Guys, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Okay guys, I'll see you on the next one.